going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? Let's go. We're going to break down what's they talking about. A lot of political shifts happen right underneath us, right around us. And I was going to say this first, all right? We was doing some digging around, we research, how we do it. We keep y'all in tune what's going on, you know what I'm saying? We got Trump out here making a lot of moves. And one of the moves, like and subscribe, everybody. Let's go. Let's turn it up tonight. Okay, one of the moves is, the 5 boroughs, they trying to slice it down to 4. In the political shift. Hey, yo, Staten Island, you about to be in New Jersey. Yeah. But then we dug around and did some, our research, and it's a rumor right now. But if it's a rumor from Politico and Reuters, fact checkers, then it's a fact. Whole facts. And there ain't nothing under the sun that they ain't trying, right? The whole idea is nothing about next level maneuvering. Now I'm going to give you my insight, and this is all alleged because, whenever I talk, they like to hit their little buttons and play their little games. But I'm going to put it to you like this. If Trump is really pushing for Staten Island to join New Jersey, that's a major shakeup in the political and economic landscape, family. That's monumental, y'all. Hustle, man, you catching this, bro? I'm just saying. And we gonna peep the play before it happens, because that's what we do around here. Because we tap into all our communication abilities, if you know what I'm saying. Power structures and the dynamics between New York and New Jersey, all that changes and shifts if this move really does happen. And the implications of this move are monumental. Understand the idea of Staten Island becoming part of New Jersey. But however, as of yesterday and today, it's a whole rumor going around the MSM, y'all. So if they're telling you that it isn't true and they're already got their fact checkers behind it, and they're calling a political fact or whatever their little search, that's a whole fact. We definitely need to dive into this. And we ain't gonna lose nothing. We gonna lose no sleep over this, and we gonna watch how they play their games. But we bring the information to y'all. So now, really, if Trump really floating the idea of Staten Island flipping to New Jersey, there's a reason behind it. Now, a damn thing happens on this planet by coincidence. Money, power, and control. Y'all want me to analyze this and break this down for y'all? Hit the like and share, man, if you really want me to break this down and go in for y'all. Because politically, financially, and socially, what does it mean? Let's go. We're going to break it all down. And why would Trump push Staten Island to New Jersey? Well, politically, it's a power shift. What does New York lean? Political ideologies, y'all. They lean blue, right? Long been a Democrat stronghold, right? They done locked the city down. They pushed their pandemic relief more than anybody, any other state. And that's crazy. And will New Jersey be more of a battleground state now? Moving Staten Island? We're going to go back to that. Hey, yo, Staten Island, you about to be New Jersey, bitch. It's the truth. And if they're telling you it's a lie and it's a political fact or it's a fact check, then you definitely need to be keeping it on your radar. You dig? All right. So moving them changes voting dynamics, state and national elections, taxes, businesses are at play. I mean, Staten Island residents have long complained about New York taxes and governance, right? That's how you get them to go along with it with yeah. I'm saving money. My everyday life is going to be better. That's the things that they look at. Not looking at the 1,000-foot view or 150,000-foot view from the fighter jet flying over the whole lies, bullshit, and conspiracy, allegedly. But now, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm going to break this down for you guys, but I wouldn't have really, because if they were like, oh, yeah, this is real news, man. But the fact that they're trying to say that it's fake has got my eye on it. 100%. So now let's look at moving New Jersey could also mean lower taxes like we just touched on, different regulations, and the real estate opportunities. Why I said it real? Because how did the man that's making these proposals get his mark in the game? Real estate. Let's go. Infrastructure and control. First and foremost, that might be one of the main plays behind this decision. And behind the scenes, it's because there's a bigger agenda at play. Isn't that always how it goes? Let's go. Man, y'all can't do anything without having an agenda. So a hidden motive to hurt the people. Allegedly. Had to whisper that one. Allegedly, damn it. Allegedly. I mean, think about who's going to be affected. It'll be control over Staten Island's bridges and ferries, which would be the infrastructure, which shift. Who benefits? Who benefits? Follow the money. There you can hear the computer right now, you know. Already got the keys, type it up. I'm already searching and looking. I'm trying to bring this information to y'all. But if Trump is pushing this behind the scenes, because there's a much bigger agenda at play, and I have to say that over and over and over again. I mean, they might be trying to bury the news for a reason. Shut down the discussion, or misdirect people, period. But we're going to have to lay it all out for y'all, because that's what we do here, Hustle Man and family. We're going to have to definitely break it all down. And we're going to call this one the Divine Blueprints. Staten Island shifts and hidden agendas. Number one, the power move in this whole little thing we're talking about is a political chessboard. Flat out. You can't deny that one. Staten Island has always been New York's outliner. I mean, we was talking about it earlier in the pre-show. I was telling Hustle Man, I said, man, this is huge if this is really, really going down. Because just look at the historical implication of what Staten Island means to the whole thing. So I'm going to keep my eye on this, and we're going to keep on digging. Y'all want me to keep digging deeper? See where this goes? That's what's up. That's a whole fact. I love every one of y'all. Trump and flipping into New Jersey would be like game-changing for elections. It's like, he just flipping the whole as he goes. And the political power in the Northeast? Yeah. Governance would shift. If Staten Island exits New York, New York loses control. New Jersey gains new political weight. Flat out. Who would benefit, though? The same power brokers who move in the shadows, shifting Staten Island's lines for long-term control. So if anyone's out there telling you, like, oh, man, my taxes are going to go down. Yeah, they always tell you that shit. You always throw that out there, don't they? They show you before they do it. They harvest it before they channel, they take it, and then they shift the energy, and then you're stuck. You got your taxes going down, but now you got a smart city, you got a smart grid, you got alleged. We'll talk about the dark blueprints on another day, but you get what I'm saying. It's in every city. And it's all linked to the AI grid too, allegedly. But we're not going to get into the AI tonight, man. We're gonna try to unpack this. We don't want to bounce around and make y'all lose interest in this, you know? We're going to stay focused. Something the news don't do. They want to bounce around and get you so in tune that you're so depressed and you're so misdirected that you don't know what to think. And that's why I don't mess with those mainstream fools. And that's facts. So the same power brokers will also move in the shadows. I think Staten Island is a major piece to this monopoly board. It's not just about Staten Island, though. We got to understand that. It's about rewriting the map. Redrawing power and changing who runs the board. Done, done, done. But think about it. That's bull. Prophecy. The script was written long before we got here, family. And history always repeats itself. Always. You can't get out of that. Every great empire reshapes its borders before it falls. Rome, Babylon, and now America. America. That's what's up.
Finish him.
Staten Island, named after the Dutch Parliament, was once independent battleground before NYC absorbed it. You know? And now the cycle is revising again. It's crazy. The source is always revealed when power shifts. Watch the lands. Watch the borders. It's never random, family. And it's a reset motion. So when they're doing all these things behind the scenes and you have all these grifters selling you dreams and all these keyboard warriors talking their trash, they ain't bringing this information to y'all. And what do they talk always about? The Great Reset. You'll own nothing and like it. It all ties. We're not fearmongers on here. We just keeping you aware to the plans that they thought that they had. But everyone knows how that went down. They lost. But this is information you need to know. And the unseen hand, who's really behind all this? And no, we're not going to mention that name because this has nothing to do with that. Or does it behind the scenes, allegedly? But the real estate developers in New York have a lot to say about it. Wall Street's financiers, an old money family. So I said his name without saying his name. And let's go. Let's bleeping go. Who dictates urban control and making their move? Who really does? You know? We're just going to give some alleged names and just tell y'all, okay? Think BlackRock. Think Vanguard. Think State Street. Think AI-backed urban planning firms. Think Wexner. I'll say his name because the research led to it. We can't sugarcoat this. He's an operative. Don't mean he's running the world, fam. He's an operative, allegedly. You know what that means. If you can pull that back and dig through what I just said and know what that means, then you know. They just didn't see cities the way we do. They don't. They see it from the blueprints and what they can hide and what they can try to control, which is nothing. But we got to break this down. I said it again, which is nothing. You're in power of yourself. You're way more powerful than anyone ever told you, my loving brothers and sisters. And I mean that. I know I sound a little bit out crazy on here, and I'm doing my thing, but that's a whole fact right there. I mean, they see it as blueprints and they see it as, leverage, but they don't see it like you see it as a city you live in. They see it as a territory, a resource, a strategic leverage points, just so they can have leverage. Now, if Trump is front-facing peace in this chessboard, who's moving the places behind him? The pieces, All
right, sit back, relax, and enjoy this new content, and let's re-engage together.
Serious now. Who is positioning these pieces on the board? And who is moving the pieces behind him? I'll say it again. Who is the puppet master? Done, done, done.
Fatality.
Done. What does this all mean? This just isn't about Staten Island moving. It's a test run, fam. And if they can redraw New York, what's stopping them from reflipping the entire states, the entire voting regimes? I should have said regions, but I like saying regimes because that's basically what it is. Entire economies have a lot to do with this, y'all. And we can see it all changing. If they could get away with it there, they're going to do it in Timbuktu. They're going to do it in the middle of Missouri in a state. They just going to flip it everywhere. Like I said, source always says, watch what they divide because it tells you what they're trying to control. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Let me repeat that. Watch what they divide because it tells you what they're trying to control.
Finish him.
And now we're going to get the final word on this topic because we've broken it down. We have slayed it. We've brought it to the point. It's time to move on. But the bigger question is what's coming next. Because they are shifting the borders. That means that they are preparing for a new era of control, surveillance, and AI-driven governance. What's the final thing we have to do as vigilant, as Jedis on here, and as family members, as new people coming in? We don't just watch history, we decode it.
Welcome to another insane reaction video with the Hustleman 3.0. Join us to uncover the full truth. Please like, comment, and share to join the Hustleman 3.0 and his most trusted pal, Voletta Black.
That's right, like and share. And the final word, we don't just watch the history, family, we decode it. We don't just react, we go ahead with the next move. Now, done. Now we done. Let's see what happens with Staten Island. Let's see what happens with all this. What do y'all think about that? What's everybody got to say about that?
Prepare for the next evolution in content creation. Hustleman 3.0 is blazing the trail as the first content creator to seamlessly infuse AI into live streams. Hustleman and Esteban are breaking barriers and rewriting the rules, setting the gold standard for everyone who follows. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. No cap.
So y'all think that they really got a chance? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much respect, much love. But, I mean, yeah, I'm going to bring one more thing. Because I know I said I was going to close it, but you know, well, we ain't got nothing but air and opportunity right now, so we're going to break it down. On June 8, 2017, Donald Trump proposed a federal budget that would significantly impact New York. The plan aimed to cut about $751 million annually of housing initiatives, potentially affecting public housing residents across the 5 boroughs. That was in 2017. You know, I could have brought to you at the beginning, but we came in hot. We gonna throw that to you at the end to chew on.
Fatality.
If or not, we move in love and light. We enlighten our brothers and sisters, and we don't worry about how everybody else moves. We don't worry about it. You know, there's a lot of things going on right now. And one of them is the passing of a legend's mother. No matter what you say and what other information come out, and the Diddy scandals, allegedly, all that, Miss Voletta Wallace was a legend. She helped shape a legend of the future leader of our mind, of our lives for our younger generation. And we were younger and we listened. And now we go back and some of the lyrics was just a little bit, you know, here and there, but that wasn't under his control. Now we're going to break it down. R.I.P. to her. Her legacy, everything she represented, and then all the other mothers in hip-hop that lost here. Now, the legacy of Miss Voletta Wallace, her influence on Biggie's life, her strength after his passing, and her dedication to preserving his legacy. And what we all can say she's done a job at that. When you try to come for his legacy or say anything, she was right there. She's a fighter. I love you forever and ever, Voletta Wallace, unconditionally, forever and ever and always. Beautiful queen. You rest in power now. That's the whole fact. He did a very good job of making sure that nobody messed with his legacy. Now, what's the impact on mothers in hip-hop? I mean, there is a huge, it's like, it's unshaken. It's a bond. You can't deny it. Now, I'm going to mention some names just because that's just how the leaders are in this, you know, in this genre, which I call the original music, the one music. From Tupac, Afeni Shakur, to Jay-Z, Gloria Carter, to all of them. It's a touchy subject. It's a lot to unpack, you know. I mean, very strong mothers, and they shaped some of the greatest artists, flat out. Now let's think things different. What if Biggie never got shot? What if Pac never died? And this is alternate timelines, you know, and the industry forces had a lot to do with this. And a ripple effect on hip-hop, nobody can deny. Just think what things would have been like. Would they went down the way they would? Would we have seen the shift in how our youth are being used and abused, basically, to follow trends that aren't of what they were designed to be? And how can you go around that without saying it? Remember, we trying to dumb it down. I'm not saying y'all dumb, but we just trying to make it where it is reachable to the masses so they can understand our message and what we're trying to bring to the table and understand industry forces and the ripple effect on hip-hop. We keep saying his damn name without saying his damn name, fam. Let it go. Let's burn this shit up.
Finish him.
Now, the blueprint of hip-hop, dark side. How record labels hide agendas. How the industry manipulates. That's right, I said manipulates. And shape the cameras and sometimes the fates of legendary artists. When I say shape better, you know, it's the truth. Because if you think about it, you can say they have a career, but if they are bought and chosen for an agenda, then they shape them for their camera. That wasn't no thing I said wrong. That's what I was wanting to say. Because you shaking and faking for the camera and trying to get our youngins to do whatever the hell y'all want to do just by going out there and showing. But you know, that's where us as parents and as leaders and as people who actually care about the babies and the young and know that they are our future, that they have to be told the truth. Because now there's a whole lot that they got to deal with now. You know, they got the AI music and the deep fakes and the not the green screen, the CGI. And then just beautiful time to be alive as an adult with a full thinking conscious mind. But as a kid, man, we got to look out for these kids. And, you know, to an extent, we have to help them think for themselves, man. They're not taught to think critically at all. You know how they get down here in America. Spirituality, manifestation, all that last. Programmable bots. It's been a long day, y'all. I need to get a drink real quick. That might help. You know. Now, y'all want to unpack this now? That's the one of that. I was an extended intro to what I wanted to talk about. Now, I hope I didn't touch these topics again, but you know what? We will. Because it's all about her and her beautiful legacy and the Biggie blueprint. So tonight we're going to honor a queen, a mother, and a fighter, Voletta Wallace. Without her, there would have been no Biggie! There would have been no Biggie Smalls, y'all. But beyond her story, we're going to dive into the blueprint of hip-hop's next, present, future.
Finish him.
So let's get into it. The life and legacy of Voletta Wallace. Who was she before Biggie became Notorious B.I.G.? And how she raised Biggie and a single mother in Brooklyn. How she did all that. Everyone else in America and around the world for that fact. It's like soon as the man creates the child and he runs away, this society, you know, they glorify that. And it's disgusting. And that needs to end. I think it's ending. The more the conscious levels raise, I think people are starting to see. We value one another. We value how we raise our seeds. It's just how it goes. Flat out. She was a strong woman. And after Biggie's passing, turned to grief into a mission to protect his legacy. Because she knew. Well, I mean, once you see all that, I'm just speaking how I would feel. Oh, that'd have been go time. But, okay. I told him not to go. I told him not to go. We all seen the documentaries, the stories about it. And he went. And they did what they did. And an untouchable person was untouchable for so long. But I don't care how this sounds. How's it feel now, bitch? You're confined. You took lives. And you probably have something to do with this in design from behind the scenes, allegedly. So keep on riding your motor scooter around when you get your private time, because you ain't ever going to see the light of day. And wait till more comes. Your ass is truly done. Now get that out of my chest for real. Because that's something that we all probably would love to say, because we all know that all this has something to do with a little something behind the scenes. And we can't just keep it where we're going with it and being quiet and silent. Nothing gets done. What am I afraid? He's behind walls. And plus, I don't care. I have truth, love, and light on my side. I got the hustle man, too, who is probably more talented than his goofus, stupid butt, and didn't take the shortcut routes. I love you for that, my brother. And now you're going to rise all the way to the top while all these frauds just go crumbling, falling to the wayside. But this ain't about that. This is about her legacy and who she was. But you cannot mention her or Biggie without putting human excrement in that sentence, allegedly. All right. She's a strong woman, and her mission turned to definitely protect his legacy. Her role in keeping Biggie's estate alive, man, through documentaries, albums, and storytelling, man, she kept it real. And didn't think you were coming for his neck without getting a piece of her mind. And that's what I loved about her more than anything. Not those goofy documentaries we saw. It's a pure, and there's a human connection that she had with anyone I'm sure she touched in her lives, you know. Shout out to the way she held it down. A lot of mothers can learn a lot from that. That's a difficult situation to be thrown into. And I'm sorry if I got off track by calling out the one who I think has a lot to do with her having not the greatest life, going out, losing her son. And that's why I mean every word about it. I hope it's very uncomfortable for you, because you're done. And when the public understands it and sees it, they're going to dig and find out that there's not just you, it's everyone. Oh, let's go. Let's flame them tonight. She kept his everything pretty the way it needed to be, man. And you got to love that about her. But the key question is, how do mothers shape the greatest artist of all time? How do they do it? In public opinion, I have my own list of greatest artists, and not one of the people that we're talking about tonight is even associated with that. Mothers who built hip-hop greats. We'll break them down. Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mother, Black Panther activist and a leader. Gloria Carter. Now, I'm going to say this, but y'all can mute your own mics and you can laugh off camera. Gloria Carter, Jay-Z's mother, the wisdom behind one of the greatest businessmen in rap. Not doing that on camera, but I definitely could do something in a bag right about now. Reading that, because that's crazy. Because if you really pull behind that, with the whole cloning thing allegedly going on, is it really her? Or we got to say that like we did to Kodak last night? If you're here, man, blink twice. I'm just saying. And of course, what's the key takeaway? We got to put Donda West in there, Kanye's mother. Her influential and intellectual force behind Ye's rise. But then we all know what went down with that. So there's no allegedly to that one. So I don't even want to bring that up and put any shade on this wonderful, beautiful queen that we lost. And may she rest in power, like I said. The strongest rappers have the strongest mothers. Their love, their pain, their wisdom shaped the greatest minds. And you could say they've been through some pain on their way out once they lost those two stars. Their pride and joy. Remember, we are born in this world with people loving every second of it, crying and just loving the moment. Well, wrap your head around what I just said right there and imagine that why it was such a hard road for her and Afeni after they lost him. Fake they deaf, cloned them, chipped them, whatever you want to believe. The grief and pain was still with those two women. Now let's go. I mean, a little lost for words. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not for me to do that now. I'm not nervous or nothing. Just, I really feel for the situation. A lot of people are, they treat our the news we get, the news feeds, so fast, the distractions. But when do you actually have time to have your heart open and truly understand that there are family members that lost this person? There's people in the community to look up to these people, and it's just a loss. This ain't gossip. This ain't clickbait. This ain't for someone to run it and be like, oh, she was controlled, oh, she did this and that, or oh, she was doing bad things, so the good military guys did what they had to do. None of that nonsense. It was a mother lost her son years ago, and she took that pain and grief with her every day till she exited this place. Much love and respect to her again. Can't stop bigging her up. Of all the mothers in hip hop, the one you really, truly, truly could say, yep, she's the one. She one of them ones. And I love you for that, sister. Now, we touched on this earlier. What if he never died? What if he didn't go to LA that night, fam? What if there was no East Coast, West Coast MSM beef? That Pac said in that interview, looked dead into the camera, and Snoop looked shook. He was like, oh shit, oh no, I'm not with this. Lucky he didn't start touching his temple and be like, so those handlers know I'm not with anything this man's saying. Well, him glazing away from the camera, the same way that Method Man did Old Dirty when he went in there and said what he said. Yeah. It's not for everybody, family. It's a big old club, and you and I, we ain't fucking in it. That's facts. And how would a Jay-Z Diddy in the hip-hop industry look if those guys never died? Now, would the thing with Biggie, would it transition into business the way Jay-Z did? In the ripple effect, would Tupac have stayed alive too? Would the music industry be the same it is now? I mean, we all know, yeah, probably, most likely. I mean, the man did, talking about Pac getting in a bathtub. We've seen on plenty of documentaries with nothing around his genital areas but some jewels, and let some fruity swinging sons of bitches take photos of him, and he was cool with it. Adjusting the jewelry around his package and all that. Come on, man. We wouldn't have been with all that. I don't give a damn how big the bag is. Now, we coming with it tonight. We ain't messing around. And it's hard because I still have to show the same love and compassion because that's who I am. And I really do truly care for this individual, Miss Voletta. You can ask my wife, ask my family. I've been always leaning to the Pac side when the whole thing, either a Biggie or a Pac fan, which side you roll. I love both of them. I love hip hop. I love it all. I don't like the way it moves. I don't like the way the culture vultures and all these run shit. That's right. You like how I did that. And if you know, you know. Man, I got to cough sometimes to let this stuff out, All right, now shall we proceed to go further? The dark blueprint of hip-hop's industry. What do you mean there's dark blueprint? Come on, y'all. I mean, the record labels, the contracts, and the control. I mean, who really owns hip hop? The words, the message, the pain, the tragedy, the triumphs. I believe the conscious, the way it used to be. I think that's what the way we want it to be. I mean, all this, it's good. I listen to it, so I sound like a damn hypocrite on here, like I'm out here preaching. I'm not. I'm just saying, I remember, and I know what it's going to be. So that's two different parts of this tree. So let's go. Let's keep unpacking. How has violence shaped hip-hop and manufacturing to create controversy, to drive record sales or streams? But they still classify it as record sales, though, even though we're in a digital world. Now, the West Coast beef, how it was pushed and who profited off that. And after that, I want y'all to unpack this, because this is definitely has something to do with it, because they seen a shift, so they could just, all I know is Bloods and Crips start popping up in America after all that went down. And that's a whole fact. Now hit that for that, hustle, man. That is the truth right there. And I got receipts to prove that's a whole show another day. How all that changed. And then the documentaries with the HBO banging in Little Rock, Arkansas. Man, you went 5 years back, 10 years back. There was none of that. I mean, there was gangs, there was community leaders, there was voices to go against the system and groups. Well, not like that. I'm just saying it all changed. Everything did. The mysteries around Biggie and Pac's death, and who really benefited from that. You're not benefiting now, are you there? Hey, buddy, blink twice if you're listening while you're riding your scooter around in circles. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy all the cold food you're getting, too. Because you got a lot more coming for you. It's just horrible how people don't understand any of this. And that we can't come out here and break things down the way we have and to be receptive to y'all and understand it and be able to unpack it and go research it and expose it. Oh, there's a method. Unpack it, research it, expose it. I don't want to tell you who I think benefited from his death, but every damn bit of it was by the numbers. Every damn bit of it was done by their gematria code, and every damn bit of it was done in plain sight to harvest your energy and control. Fake or not, they showed you. From the life after death, what are they, bumper stickers or whatever they put around the tires? But the other vehicles didn't have it. Come on, man. There's so many ways. So many different ways they put it in your face. Plain sight. It's like target. Above the target. Yep. Oh, they're all going to be focused on this. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's crazy. And I told myself I told y'all too, I wasn't going to say crazy no more. Because on our live, I said it like 100 times while I was breaking things down. Because it's crazy. Just like to think for yourself, it's crazy. Just like in all the movies you've seen, Little Nicky and beyond, whoever's pushing the truth, they're always looked as the crazy people, the crazy one. That's on purpose. Just like the CIA came in and dubbed the term conspiracy theorists. Yeah, they did that. No, there's so much to unpack in this crazy world. Who were the power players behind the scenes who made sure hip-hop stayed in a certain lane? Ooh. Now, who did that? Who was it? Folks like, we're going to name alleged names because they're in the industry. Lucian Grange? Laura Cohen? Who? certain state in a certain part of the world. Man, y'all need to give me some tissues in this. All right. Now, what someone else has to do now and step up to help Biggie's legacy is the AI music. In the future, hip hop. Because it ain't where it used to be. I mean, you're going to have full AI artists. We already have that. Now, half the people, there's no legend to this. There's whistleblowers. There's people breaking stories all the time. These artists are glitching left and right. Now, a lot of it's AI generated music already. So, I mean, look at the Kendrick Drake beef. What was Drake doing? That was straight AI deep fake, straight on them. It's funny how that all turned out. Now he's got a dude in bell bottoms looking all weirded out, smiling at him all fruity, saying, "Hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young." At the Super Bowl. So you trying to tell me, we go back to we just unpacked, that this wasn't all by design? I mean, they feed off of this. And that's how they keep it moving. The dude won Grammys for tearing another brother down. And that's just facts. But we got to get past all this hate, division, divide. Because AI models are recreating Biggie's voice. Facts. You go on YouTube right now, and any song you've ever heard, Biggie's got a version of it. Biggie and Donald Trump. I've heard all the time. I've seen one with Putin, Biggie, and Nipsey Hussle. They was all just on one little track, and it sounded crazy. It made them all sound like they were like very, very on point. Every word was on. It was wow. So when they tell you the AI and these robots, when they do try to roll them out, they can do your job 1,000 times faster than you. They can't think at the fucking blink of a nanosecond. But they don't have that daddy factor. And they better stay in a damn lane. Because at the end of the day, what are we, family? We are natural. That's right. So AI can be used, but use it responsibly. Like how Hustle Man and our boy Esteban have infused that. How he's using Meta with the glasses and infusing that. That's right. How you could use that to make sure a bunch of places are all actually getting water in the country, in different parts of the world at one time, using AI to track all that, to make sure that, not to map our brains and to predict what we're going to say next and charge us for crimes that you're thinking, man, it's going in a crazy, was absurd. Crazy is no longer allowed to be used. Y'all need to say that in chat. Man, stop saying crazy so much, Ray. Come on, quit saying crazy all the time. Come up with a new word for me then. Because every day I turn on a news feed, I look out the door, I do anything. It's everywhere. People are literally glitching out in public. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I see it every day. It's crazy. Deep fake concerts. Hologram. Who profits from all this? Then we're saying his name without saying a name. But it's not just his name. It's a network of names that align with his name's agenda. Now, I remember the Coachella Tupac hologram concert. Y'all remember that? Man, that was so whack. Now they could put whole spaceships in the sky, they saying, with this Project Bluebeam that is no longer in existence. That's just my opinion. They put whole spaceships there. That Tupac, it was like looked like a Grand Theft Auto image compared to what they got now. You know how they got the video games and he's got the bottle of water in his hand. It's like big as hell because they couldn't put the pixelated images in there with the images when they was making the video games, when they didn't have the technology, or they had the technology, they just didn't want to show us yet. Because then they'd have to admit a little something. This all had to be done gradually. Just like your boogeyman in all your movies was, I believe he used artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence everywhere. Go back and look at right when we're done with this. Just go on anywhere and be like, movies, artificial intelligence, hidden clues. You'd be on there for hours, possibly days. AI is definitely taking and running away. It's out of control. We definitely, and we can't have them regulating it, because then then that's when we definitely giving up too much control. We have to use our moral compass and help others understand that it can be used for good. And the people out there that's behind the churches and all that are saying it's satanic, it's evil. Yeah, if you got a whole demon in you, shout out to Hustle Man and his video he made the other day. Yeah, I didn't get to watch it all, but I am definitely going to unpack that probably tomorrow as I'm getting ready to get my day started. But yeah, man, got whole demons inside of us, family. And if you're interacting in AI and you're low vibrational and you ain't got no will, no hope, any of that, that's your ass. Because it's only just going to project what you are. Period. You got your own little R2-T2 and CP3O with you. Sync to your conscious. It's a crazy world. But then again, would you rather have that and your own ability to make that choice? Or will you want people like Sam Altman, allegedly, and Elon Musk and other tech wizards using their technology to map your brain, predict your voice, predict your text, predict everything before you say it? How are they doing that? Well, deep fake concerts, holograms, and who profits? You see how I tied that all together? You can't say it ain't true. Because AI could actually preserve hip-hop's history. Could it? I'm asking y'all, could it? And let you know who's trying to add different things. I mean, for one, Wikipedia can be altered, and people use that as a source of knowledge. Let's all laugh together at that one. I always thought that was crazy. How the hell? But hey, that's just how this world is, man. You know, I could tell you 5 thoughts about Biggie, and then I could go in there in the morning and change it on you and say that was news. Man, we definitely got to watch who's governing our minds and our children's minds. You know? And I got to understand this. I have to. That means we all have to. The rise of AI. There's also AI-driven music labels, family. Taking the artists totally out of the frame in the equation. Like, not even having them in there. That's some get out. Now blink twice if you're still here, fam. Yep. That's some quietly insane dots you're connecting, Ray. No, I'm telling you the way it is. There's whole labels out there that are all driven to make the 808 satanic beats to drive you crazy and put the AI driven voice into the artist that you were thinking created that. Just take them totally out of the equation. Hey, all you artists out there, blink twice if you're here. And if you sign a deal, y'all definitely should have read the fine print. You might have needed 2 or 3 lawyers to read that bitch. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm laughing with you. And I'm crying for you. That's right. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm laughing with you and I'm crying for you at the same time. Because you should have not taken that. Because that's another whole honeypot there if you think about it. They'll just say, okay, you done signed on the line. You don't want to go along with this, and then watch what we got next for you in your next record. Watch. Wow. Be careful. Read the fine print. And would Biggie and Miss Voletta think about AI running the game today? What would they both think about that? Let's unpack that real quick before we close this out on this little bit. And then I got some fun stuff to hopefully this doesn't try to take us down. Nah, that was a joke. At the end of the day, hip hop's greatest voices were guided by mothers like Miss Wallace. But like the amazing Queen Miss Voletta Wallace. But the industry had its own plan. And it's still unfolding today, family. So what happens next? That's on us to decide. That's all up to us. Now, what do y'all think of Biggie's legacy?
Got the answer. Yeah. Hell's Kitchen. Yeah. What don't come out in the wash, come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a snitch. What don't come out in the wash, come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a bitch. Yeah. New age, so it's a new me, like 4, 5 to 2, 3. Ain't got no minds unless I'm minding minds. No boozy, I write gospels on these loose leaves. Pay no minds to these goofies, pay no dimes to these groupies. One of the best that's in it, truly. Did it, now I do it. Get it, then I grew it. Doing better, cause I knew it. You got your bread, then you blew it. I'm on a different type of time, different frame of mind. You like a house cat, nigga, I'm in the jungle with the lions. If you a wolf, then I'ma like it. You like the wolf, I don't like it. You act fugazi, I despise it. You was major, I minimize it. On that Superman shit, then I kryptonize it. They ain't leave me no choice, you know how crazy these times. What don't come out in the wash, come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a snitch. What don't come out in the wash, come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a bitch. I used to fight to stay alive just cause how my section be. Greed, envy, hate happen so much, feel like it's meant to be. So in the meantime, I'm building up me legacy, and at the same time, I'm getting up me treasury. Cause you don't wanna see me do it, you only wanna see me foolish. Somewhere crashing out and being broke, nothing but a nuisance. If I pull it out, yeah, nigga, I'm gon' shoot it. Can't rewind the hands of time, so I'm just mindful as I'm moving. And cautious if I do it, so consistent I abuse it. The beauty in my life, I don't wanna lose it, so I just hold on tight, diligently move right, and hopefully these niggas might mimic what I'm proving. What don't come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a snitch. What don't come out in the wash, come out the rinse. You eat the wheel or you won't jump off that fence. The only way we coming up, you take that risk. Just don't be a goofy dummy or a bitch. Yeah.